Namaskar, dear students. How are you? Fine. Very pleasant morning. Prayers to Ma Sharda. Yesterday we discussed electric charges and fields, NCERT text, and we discussed yesterday Gauss's law. Let us have a quick recall of that law. That is very important. Okay. The statement was electric flux through any surface enclosing charge is equal to Q upon epsilon naught, where Q is the net charge enclosed by the surface and epsilon naught is permittivity of vacuum. Vacuum means free space. Okay? Let us understand each and every word of the statement. Electric flux. What is meant by electric flux? It is total number of electric field lines, okay, passing through any surface. That is called electric flux. Okay. Through any surface enclosing charge. See here, we need a closed surface, okay, in which we should have some enclosed charge. It may be net charge may be zero, but it is called enclosed charge. So one closed loop, and inside it there is enclosed charge. Okay. In that case, the electric flux through that surface will be equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Okay. So Q is the net enclosed charge, and flux means electric field lines. Okay. Either outward or inward, whatever. Both may be possible because net flux we can find out. Okay. But whatever, that field lines, the number of field lines, that is called electric flux. Okay, that is equals to Q upon epsilon naught, where Q is the enclosed charge. Okay, and epsilon naught is permittivity of vacuum. Okay, so this is very important law for electrostatics after Coulomb's law. Okay, now we can write this as mathematical expression phi equals to surface integration E dot ds equals to sigma q upon epsilon naught. I have written here sigma q in place of q because there may be many charges enclosed by a surface and we have to take algebraic sum of all the charges. Okay? Now this is today's question. Okay? Explain that if net electric flux linked with a closed surface is zero, then net charge enclosed by that surface is also zero. If net flux is zero, then net charge enclosed is also zero. That we have to prove. Okay? So first of all, let us consider this figure. Okay? Always draw a proper figure. Okay? Neat and clean and somewhat large size figure, because physics is about physics. Okay? Means we must be visualize the things. Okay? So this is the figure. Okay? I have considered a cylindrical surface. Okay? Now see this surface I have given name 1, this as 2, okay? This side 1, this side 2, and the curved surface as 3. Okay? So for this we know that surface area is drawn perpendicular to the surface. So S1, vector S1 is the surface area of surface 1. Vector S2 is the surface area of surface 2. Okay? And vector S3 is the surface area of surface 3. Okay? Electric field here is in this direction. Okay? Means plus in this direction, minus in this direction. Now let us first of all find out net flux linked with surface 1. Okay, so that is E dot S1. Okay, that is A dot B means AB cos theta. So magnitude of E multiplied by magnitude of S1. See, what is the angle between E and S1? It is 180. So cos 180. But we know that cos 180 is minus 1. So the answer is minus ES1. That is flux linked with surface 1. Okay. Now flux linked with surface 2. Okay. phi 2 equals to E vector E dot vector S2. See, what is the angle between vector E and vector S2? It is 0. So mod of vector E into mod of vector S2 into cos 0. But cos 0 is 1. So it is E S2. Okay. What is flux linked with this surface? Okay. See, E is in this direction. S3 is in this direction. So the angle between vector E and vector S3 is 90 degree. Okay. So phi 3 equals to vector E dot vector S3 equals to mod of vector E3 into mod of vector S3 into cos 90. But cos 90 is 0. So net flux linked with this curved surface is 0. Okay. So net flux linked with enclosed surface, okay, will be equal to phi equals to phi 1 plus phi 2 plus phi 3. Okay, that will be equal to minus ES1 plus ES2 plus 0. But we know that the magnitudes of vector S1 and vector S2 are same. Okay, magnitudes of vector S1 and vector S2 are same because they are two sides of a cylinder. Okay, so it will be, let us consider as S. Then it will be phi equals to minus ES plus ES, and this is 0. So no need. So net flux is 0. But according to Gauss's law, we know that phi equals to sigma q upon epsilon naught. Okay, here phi is 0. So 0 equals to sigma q upon epsilon naught. That is why sigma q equals to 0. Thus we have proved that, explained that if net electric flux linked with a closed surface is 0, okay, then net charge enclosed by that surface is also 0. That means inside this enclosed surface there may be charges, okay, positive, negative, but net charge will be 0. Sigma q equals to 0. This is called one type of application of Gauss's law.